Boom! What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, CEO, MTS Nutrition, creator of the Outright Bar, and Chief Marketing Officer for TigerFitness.com. Also, partner in Ambrosia. Sooner or later, that's going to be a minute video on its own. But check it out, guys. So, I know we're a bit into January, but I literally haven't had a voice since Christmas. It came back, and now it's tone low, all right? Yo, funky comadina. Like that? All right, check it out. So, fitness trends. Every year I do a video on the worst fitness trends of the year. But this is the 80s and Loke is down with the ladies. No. 2010 to 2020 is over, man. Well, 2019. We're in a new decade. So we need to look at the worst and best fitness trends of the decade. And here's the hard part. I didn't want to have a 40-minute video. I want to leave it to just 4 of each. A lot of stuff to go through. P90X, CrossFit, different diets. It was a hard list. It took a long time to narrow it down, but I did it. And I'm going to give this to you and tell you why I put them where they are. Let's start out with the worst fitness trends of the decade in no particular order. Number 1, fasting. But Marc, you like fasting. You're absolutely right, I do. I just think it was overplayed. I think what happened is people saw some data showing some benefits to fasting. You have people like Dr. Fung going on and talking about its anti-cancer benefits and whatever else he's talking about, how it eats away saggy skin on people who lost a lot of weight, because his reasoning is people in the Holocaust never had loose skin, but they probably also didn't weigh 600 pounds. The whole autophagy thing, I think, was overplayed. People took data on long-term fast, 24 plus hours, and tried to relegate it to something everybody could do, like 16-hour fasts, intermittent fasting. They made it seem like the almighty diet, that if you do anything else, you're never going to make gains. You're never going to lose weight, and you're going to die at 22 years old. However, as studies progressed, as we started learning, we found that, well, when you measured hormones in these people, well, they weren't really good. Nothing got really worse, except testosterone and thyroid actually slightly declined. Other hormones were really not really affected that much. And transient, natural, endogenous GH, like, who really cares? And it didn't really do much for that over the long term. It's 16 hours. You're literally skipping breakfast. And at the end of the day, a lot of Americans skip breakfast. Katie's father skipped breakfast. He was fat. There is not any benefit to it except for the fact that it helps you not eat as much if you're trying to create a deficit. In the studies I mentioned, which I'm not going to cite because I ain't got time for that shit, just trust me or look it up yourself. All right, check it out. In the studies that I read that are good studies, they actually showed that the only difference in why they lost more weight is because they ate 250 less calories, which shows us one thing. As long as you're in a caloric deficit, I don't give a fuck when you eat your meals. Make sure in a caloric deficit, if calories are the same, macros are the same, meal timing doesn't matter. However, I will argue that long-term 24 plus hour fasts are not only healthy, but they're beneficial to everything in your life. The autophagy is real, all right? I love 24 plus hour fasts. Intermittent fasting, just another bullshit excuse to sell books and shitty training programs. By the way, if you want a good training program, you can hire me as a coach, marclobliner.com. See, I'm selling shit too. All right, check it out. Number 2, keto. I could have done the same video in 1980. Why? Because it's been around since the 70s, even before then, to treat kids with epilepsy because it has benefits in them. But guess what? Keto does help people. Why? Because you can't eat fucking potato chips. You can't eat cake. You can't eat anything with carbohydrates. You're literally cutting out a third of the possible macronutrients you get. There's protein, fat, carbohydrate. Of those, carbohydrate are not essential. Protein and fat are. However, what we found in the keto studies is, well, it's same as I said in the fasting studies. As long as calories are the same, you get adequate protein, adequate essential fat. Well, what's adequate protein? I'd say for athletes, a gram per pound. We could argue that all day long. Let's just round it up. It's 0.8, whatever. Fuck it, right? And fat, I like to see 0.5 grams per pound body weight. Sorry, I'm not speaking kilograms. A lot of you are Americans, and we like literally use our own system no one else fucking uses. So check it out. 0.5 grams per pound, maybe a little less if you're getting ready for a show or something, or you're dieting down for a wedding. I like 0.5 grams. I think that's a good range. And yeah, but what we found is that, well, people can't fucking adhere to it. Why? Well, because toast is fucking delicious. And as long as toast exists, people are going to cheat on their ketogenic diet. So I believe that controlling carbohydrate might be a good thing, because it gives you basically what it does. If you cut your carbohydrate, you have more calories to get adequate protein, adequate fat. And also, if you overeat on protein instead of carbohydrate, well, you have less chance to gain fat, as per many other studies. So keto, I believe, is the most bullshit diet, and here's why. Because y'all motherfuckers are a bunch of scam artists. Everybody's got a book. Everybody's got something about carbs being bad. All these motherfuckers are always getting fat and then going, hey man, I gotta go back on keto. I'm the keto god, buy my book. It's like, well, why'd you get fat in the first place? Why'd you even need to eat carbs if you eat fucking bacon and meat all day? Shut the fuck up. Keto sucks. It doesn't suck. As with fasting, they're both good if you use it for what it's for. Help control calories, right? Or some motherfuckers just like bacon. Me, I like bacon on a toast. I like putting eggs on it. I like making a fucking breakfast sandwich. And I ain't making that shit with lettuce. Number 3, don't misquote me on this, because I have so much respect for the companies that have paved the way for what we're doing with Outright. I knew a lot of people who were eating, let's say, the fake carb bars or the IMO bars, right? They have this fiber, this prebiotic fiber, which, by the way, just yesterday, the FDA ruled was a carbohydrate. So all these low carb bars actually have over 20 grams of carbs in them because they were counting net carbs. However, the FDA just ruled you're liars and IMO is a carb. I'm not going to call them liars because really it was ambiguous. We needed a ruling. So I'm not going to say that, but let's be real. I've been saying for you, dude, here's why I knew. I didn't know shit about it. I coach people. Again, like, I still coach people. It keeps me fucking on my toes, keeps me relevant, make sure I stay up on the times. I know how to work with people. I like communicating. I love my clients, right? Check it out. I had clients literally fitting their macros, and I'm going to say the names, Quest and One. Phenomenal bars. I'm going to kiss their ass, get on my knees, and say all I need to say after this for retribution for what I'm about to say. Because this is a true story on my fucking kids, right? On my kids. Well, not on my wife. Shit, I don't really care about her anyway. But on my kids. All right, check. And my wife. I love her too. She's right over there. I keep her in the background. She's doing dishes or cleaning or something that women should do. Oh, man. So anyway, check it out. People were literally, I'd be lowering calories and they'd be filling them with Quest or One bars, and they weren't losing weight. Then I'm like, you know what? Well, fuck it. Like, let's cut them shits out. Let's replace it with a rice cake and peanut butter or something, right? And they start losing weight, even if calories are equal, because they weren't counting the carbohydrates that are net carbs. So while they were taking in 4 grams of carbs, they're really getting 24 grams of carbs, which means that if they eat 2 of them bitches a day, that's 40 grams of carbs. That's 160 calories. For a woman who's only eating 1,100 calories a day on a contest prep diet, she's gonna be fucked. However, this is only for workout. Any other time during the day, dude, I like Quest bars. I really do. I still eat them. Not really, but I'm lying. No, I mean, I haven't eaten them since we came out of our bar. No, but I ate the shit out of them. Other than the fact that I have irritable bowel syndrome and the fiber doesn't agree with me, I love them, and they really paved the way for distribution for me, and I have nothing but respect. And if they're watching this right now, I love you, and you guys are amazing. However, the bars, as a pre-workout snack, the fiber just does not work. And if you're doing squats, you're gonna poop yourself. At least I would. So I love them for during the day when you're not training, but as a post, intra, or whatever snack, let's say, that's why I came with the Outright bar. Like, my kids play soccer, right? So between tournament games, I can't give them a Quest bar. That's why I came out with the Outright bar, so they can have something that won't slow them down. So I love the bars, but however, for workout use, because I saw people eating them around workouts, I saw people eating them during workouts. Not the best application. So that was a bad trend, because they were kind of, I think people got it twisted. And also people dieting weren't counting the carbs, which I think messed up a lot of diets. Not for a lot. I mean, that's a niche audience, but you know, I should be done with that. But by the way, I'm a huge fan of them. I am. They are role models for me in the bar market. But as a nutrition guy, as a diet guy, that's that. The other one is SARMs. You have SARMs, and here's my problem with SARMs. I have videos in detail. I don't want this to be a 40-minute video. Here's a problem with SARMs. We don't know what's in the bottle. They literally order products from China. Usually have to mislabel them to get them past the customs. Guarantee they do this shit. And then they take it here. They can't bottle it in an FDA compliant facility because they're illegal, mislabeled ingredients, adulterants. So they make them in a facility. Who knows what the fuck the QC is there, what anything is there. And who knows, because the testing sucks, they're not bound to any GMPs. Who knows what's actually in that powder from some fucking obscure lab in China. That's why I don't like SARMs. I'm not gonna sit here and argue that SARMs as an ingredient don't work. What I'm gonna say is that SARMs and even the legal pro hormones, a lot of them are good. The ones by High Tech, Blackstone, bro, they have enough COAs and everything to back it up because the law is looking at them, right? Blackstone, I know High Tech. I don't know about the rest of the brands because I don't know them personally. I know PJ, I know Jared. I've seen their shit. We sell their shit on tigerfitness.com. Those DHA derivatives are fine. However, a lot of the hormones on the market, who knows what they are. So if you're gonna go that route, be sure to look into the ingredient. I don't know a lot about them, whether you need PCT, all that stuff, whatever. Look into that, talk to them, ask them, get their advice. I know they all have great customer service. Again, so for me, it's the black market SARMs and the black market hormones. Does that make sense? A lot of the SARMs, now that's for hormones. SARMs, just stay away. Just stay away. There's not one company that's selling them legally unless you have a compounding pharmacy and it's prescribed by a doctor. Let's talk about the best. We're saving the best for last, and unfortunately, YouTube will not let me take off my pants. The best. You guys are gonna fucking hate me for this. I know it. CrossFit. That's right, CrossFit. Here's why. CrossFit got a bunch of people who didn't work out or who maybe used to work out weights but got bored to train. I don't give, and yeah, there's a high risk of injury, but there's a lot of good boxes. Boxes are a CrossFit gym that know what the fuck they're doing, okay? There's a lot that suck. However, for the most part, CrossFit is probably one of the best things to happen to the world. Got more people working out, more people cognizant of what they're eating. I am a CrossFit certified trainer, although I've never used it because I got this other job and shit. The CrossFit movement has done wonders for the health of our society. I'd say CrossFit is one of the best trends of the 2010s. Number 2, in no particular order, veganism. I'm not just saying that because I sell Planta and the vegan bars, and here's why. Because with the breakout, with the movement, the vegan movement, we found out real cool ways through science to obtain healthy alternative protein sources to animal protein. Will plant protein ever be as good as meat, as animal? Probably not, due to bioavailability. But like we did at Ambrosia, you take plant-based protein, brown rice and pea, which has a great 80% profile biological value right there, and you add one of the deficiencies in plant protein is leucine. And that is the greatest amino acid there is for muscle growth, all that stuff. So what we did is we added vegan fermented BCAA, sun BCAA, and we made the profile that much closer to animal protein. Is veganism optimal? No. But I think what we've done is we've taken a fringe cult movement and made it where it's an option for people, okay? And I'm not a vegan. I do not believe veganism is optimal, but I believe it can be good. Optimal is one thing, good is the other. So the bottom line is, you can make it work. So I think veganism is a great trend. A lot of people disagree with me, including number 3, the carnivore diet. The problem with the vegan diet is there's a lot of overzealous fucks who call meat eaters fucking murderers and rapists and this and that. And look, that might be true in their opinion, but it's very polarizing. And I think that we went so far to vegans being so awesome, right? That people tend to forget, evolutionarily speaking, I believe meat does have a part in the human diet. So Sean Baker, who I've mentioned on this channel so much, I admit, I'm a fan. I am a fan of Sean Baker. Even though I don't follow what he does, I believe he's done a lot to espouse the benefits of eating meat, the benefits of red meat, to dispel the bad rumors spread by, I don't know, bought and paid for bullshit doctors and the AHA, to bring out the fact that meat isn't killing us. Eating bullshit is killing us. So while the vegans are over here calling us murderers, Sean's over here calling them soy boy bitches. What I love is that when you have an extremist here and extremist there, we tend to go right in the middle. And that's where we got with the carnivore diet. I think the carnivore diet has done wonders for everything to bring us back to middle ground where vegans aren't the only ones being mean. Okay, so the final one, and I'm gonna be real here, this part pimping, part because I did it, is the functional food bar or the outright bar. It gave us a chance to have a healthy snack option during the day, a bar, unlike the fiber bars, again, who I love, and I think during the day you can eat it as much as you want. Just keep an eye on fiber. You don't want to get 80 grams of fiber a day. That'll be very hard on your digestive system. A bar that you can eat pre-workout, during training, between soccer games, a bar that transcends all populations, and let's be real, I got an almond butter one for those allergic to peanut butter, a peanut butter one for those who love peanut with beautiful flavors in there. The almond butter one also, the almond butter raisin only has 5 ingredients. We have a nut-free, sun butter-based one coming in February. We got a high-protein, crunch-based one. We also have a vegan variety. So we're able to get all that. I think it's the biggest breakthrough since Quest. Quest did a wonderful job in breaking open the category, and we are going to carry the torch. They're still going to maintain their shelf presence. They're still going to be a billion-dollar company. But hey, with every innovation comes the next innovation. And I believe that's where we are right now. I do believe the outright bar is an innovation because now we have a healthy snack option with between 14 and 20 grams of protein, depending on the variety you get, from veganism to almond butter to no nut butter at all to peanut butter, to just fit your needs for what you want for snacking and for around training. It's the most versatile food ever created. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you watching. Let me know your thoughts. Was I off? Comment down below and be sure to I'm going to post on this on my Instagram, okay? Go to my Instagram, @Marc Lobliner, and let me know what you think. I'm Marc Lobliner. That's not a game.